Q&A time again. I'm glad he's here. Here he goes, sweetie. Come on up. Right, we have 3 questions today. Oh, and hopefully I can get around to reading them and answering them. I should be so lucky. Right, first question. And come on. No, he's not ready yet. The first question is from Andy at MacLeod Designs. You alright, matey? Your question was, don't know if it's been asked, but if you could create a game to put on Kickstarter, what kind of game would it be? It hasn't been asked, so I can answer it. I'd answer it again even if it has been asked. What kind of game would it be? I think it would be some kind of a dungeon crawler, but not in a dungeon, like the back streets of London, but with a very steampunk feel. It would be something along those lines, using the old Gothic, what's it? The old like a steampunk version of the old Gothic monsters and things like that, and having characters like Sherlock Holmes and Watson and Van Helsing and various others as the heroes. It was asked in an earlier Q&A what I would like to see in the new versions or the new adventure system games from D&D, and I said I'd like to see something outside rather than just being in a dungeon, so either going through a ward or a city or something like that. So that stuck in my head. So just off the top of my head now, after just reading your message, I think that's the kind of thing I would like to do. So it will be a steampunk dungeon crawler, going through the sordid, seedy back streets of London. So there we are. So if anybody's got any ideas of doing a game like that, you've got my backing. Right, question number 2 was from one of our producers, Admiral Moo. Hello, thank you so much for your, well, again, thank you to Andy as well, but thank you to Admiral Moo for his or her participation in the channel. And your question was, what do you think about the trend of board games coming with tablets and phone apps to run or enhance the experience? And the second part of the question was, have you played the digital app versions of any traditional board games? If so, what did you think? Right, well, with the tablet and phone apps to run and enhance the experience, I'm assuming you're meaning games like XCOM and Golem Arcana. I've not played either, to be honest, so I couldn't really give you a personal experience comment about this, but I don't see any problem with it. Mobile devices like tablets, mobile phones, that kind of thing, getting more and more popular. Why not bring it into the board game world if it makes life easier, or makes it not necessarily easier, but a little more interesting, a little different. Try and merge the two gaming factions together. Can't hurt, can it? As far as playing traditional board games, on my tablet I have Elder Sign, Xenoshift, Talisman Prologue, what else do I have on it? I can't remember. Oh, Sentinels of the Multiverse. On my phone, I've got Ticket to Ride, Summoner Wars, and something else which, again, I can't remember. Oh, things like Spider Solitaire and stuff like that. I've enjoyed playing them. On my phone, unfortunately, the Ticket to Ride and Summoner Wars a little bit small. So it spoils it slightly. Unfortunately, Ticket to Ride won't work for some strange reason on my tablet. So I can't get that running on there, so I've had to put it on my phone. As I said, I don't play those two on my phone all that often because, as I said, they're a bit small. But I play Elder Sign, Xenoshift. Oh god, what did I say I had? Talisman. I'm currently playing Talisman Prologue. And I play Sentinels of the Multiverse quite often. I've got Ascension as well on my tablet, so yeah, I really enjoyed playing them. Especially if you can't get anybody, if there's nobody around to have a game with, and you don't really feel like unpacking everything to play a quick game. Brilliant. You know, they do the job absolutely wonderfully. All those Xenoshift game sheets. Yeah, so, but I have no problem with them at all, and I really do enjoy playing them. So if you're thinking about getting any of those, go for it. Why not? Thanks for your question. And finally, from my friend Karina, 101 Frogit, as she goes, the name she goes under on YouTube. So, I know you're busy with art, games and the hospital radio, but I would like to know, when you do find the time, what is the best and worst film you've seen? The best film I've seen, obviously, going to be my favourite film, which is 2001: A Space Odyssey. I absolutely love that movie. I don't watch it very often because it's one of those movies you really have to be in the right mind frame for and devote the time and just sit and watch. The cinematography, the music, everything about that film is just superb. As for the worst film I've seen, are you talking about films I've seen all the way through? Films that I've got really bored with and just turned off, or films that I can't keep awake through because they just bore me to sleep? I've seen some stinkers. We Are What We Are is one that comes rapidly to mind. It's supposed to be a horror. It just plods on and on and on, and I couldn't get to the end of it. I just got really bored and just gave up with it. The M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong films, I really don't like. The Village, what a load of... Oh, and Unbreakable, nothing happened until the last 5 minutes, and then everything happened and it finished. Oh, there are lots and lots of films, and I don't know where to start. Perhaps the worst one I've seen... Right, I'm a Cradle of Filth fan, and I bought the DVD of Cradle of Fear because Danny Filth was in it. Oh, God, it's awful. It really is awful. No, that's definitely up there with probably the worst films ever created, and no, shouldn't be viewed. Bad Taste, I thought, was atrocious as well. Even though it's supposed to be a bad film, I just really didn't like it. What else was there? There are lots. Pretty Woman, I thought, was pretty dismal. Usually anything which has Julia Roberts or Hugh Grant in, I think is awful. The only exceptions to those are, for Hugh Grant, it would be The Lure of the White Worm, based on the Bram Stoker book. And for Julia Roberts, it would have to be oh dear God, what was it? Where she played Tinkerbell in the film with Robin Williams of Peter Pan, and I can't remember what it was called. That one, and Ocean's 11, or the remake of Ocean's 11. I enjoyed that one. I've not seen the others yet, so I don't know whether she's in those. And then there's the old joke. I haven't seen Ocean's 1 to 10 yet either. But, yeah, I think the very worst I can think of at the time, just off the top of my head, I think the worst one I can think of, there probably is worse than this, but Cradle of Fear. It's an independent movie, very low budget, very over the top gore. It's wooden acting. There's probably something that's I should have right at the forefront of my mind, but at the moment that's the only one I can think of. Okay, so by the way, Karina, as I said, I am currently trying to finish off the giveaway for your from your events last Saturday. There he is. He's had a little bit more highlighting and his cape is done. I'm not showing you the back of the cape yet. Once the base is finished, I can attach him to the base, and then I'll do a little bit of a video showing him off, and then I can send it off. And when I've got confirmation that it's actually arrived to the winner of the giveaway, I shall post the video on YouTube so you can see it. I hope you'll be impressed with what I've done with it. Right, anyway, that's it for the Q&A for this week. Please feel free to ask any questions at all. I've just before I started this video, I checked my subscriber count, and I'm currently on 885. So thank you all for joining us. I hope some more of you will start taking part in this Q&A session and ask a few questions. It doesn't have to be about art, it doesn't have to be about painting models, it doesn't have to be about gaming. It can be about anything whatsoever. So please feel free, post a question in the comments below. If you don't want to do that, in the description box is my email address, so just send me an email, and just make sure you've got a subject line saying for Q&A, or from Q&A, whatever number this is. I think this is number 11 now. So if you want to ask a question for the next Q&A during the course of the week, and you want to send me an email, just put in the subject letter question Q&A 13, and we'll do it that way. And that's if you don't want to use the comment section, because at the moment I seem to be having a problem. No comments are showing up. I'm having to go into my channel and then clicking on my subscriber number and then going into comments that way, because it's showing that I've got no comments at all in my notifications, and I don't know why. So if I miss any, I do apologise for that. Anyway, as I said, that's it for our Q&A for this week. Hope we do another one next week, but until next time, as always, take care, God bless. You want to say something? No? Bye for it. You did that on purpose then, didn't you? Take care, God bless, and bye for now. Slobbered!